I'm here. I'm not crouching anymore.
Oh no, she's not even crouching.
Oh,
She's brave.
goodness.
Good afternoon, everybody.
There's Scrub.
Scrub chords 2227-700 negative 2000.
A bat is making sensors click.
Really?
Poodle, you need to be careful
Hello, team.
because
Huh?
there's a Burger King crown over there.
Where I am?
Yeah.
I'm at the tunnel.
I
Are you
heard
looking
that.
at?
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Delenn Russell, and I'm here at a weird time and a weird place. We need to change up the title because it is Dadcraft 73 Patreon Stream Weekend. Steam Weekend, Day 1. Oops, Day 1. And that'll be the title for now. We'll fix the title to something even better. But,
Hello.
yeah. Hello. Nope. Squirreling. Lots of squirreling. Hello, everybody. I'm a little distracted, but that's okay. Just ran in the door from hanging out with the fam today. Discord seems to be quite confused, and they all shut up all of a sudden. Let's see if there's anybody there.
Disabled for the streaming, and that's why I didn't hear her come in.
Hello.
Did I pass you up? Let me get on some wool.
Hey, team.
Hey,
Hey, Dale. We're
How you
in
doing?
we're in an
We're in
ancient.
ancient city. No, we'll help Poodle deliver the box after we're done. Oh, that works. That works. Oh yeah.
So sorry, I was messaging Spaz. Did you say where do you want the stream box? I can bring it to Spawn and leave it for you there. Right. Okay. So just a wooden sign or whatever. Okay, I'll deliver it there in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, you can have it. I'll raid right over to you.
Poodle.
Like
I'm a little out of it because I'm in the ancient city and I'm hearing myself. Why am I hearing myself?
because you have her stream up.
Top audio. That would be it. Sorry, I'm like in La La Land over here, guys, because the ancient city kind of creeps me out a little bit.
Stormy, I completely lost you. What are your
So
chords?
I'm gonna say bye to you guys and raid you, send you right over to Dell. So let me pull the raid up. I'm like totally cuckoo right now. She's not up yet. Yeah, she's not up yet. I don't. You're not showing up yet.
Yep, I see her.
Oh, who summoned a warden?
What? What?
Oh, somebody summoned a warden.
I'm preoccupied over here.
Scrub.
I don't know. Why are you not? Why is Dale not showing up?
In your
There she
chat,
is.
Poodle.
Who summoned a warden?
Not me. Bryce
Hi
Scrub.
guys. Sorry, I'm sending you over in such a weird way. Y'all have a good one until Dell. Hi.
I'm on top of the portal. Oh,
Bye.
Scrub.
Hello.
I got him. He's mad at me.
Okay. You sure he's on you?
Yeah, he's inside the middle.
Yep, I hear him.
Oh yeah, we're pros.
They are pros.
Hello.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Hello.
While they may be pros, I am certainly not.
Hello.
I didn't realize they were in there, so I was hanging out and nearly got myself phantomed quite nicely. Because, of course, when they're down there, you don't have to worry about whether it's day or night. So, today's project is actually very, very different from theirs. And it's not working on the base for a change. Hello, but let me take a quick pause and make sure I say hello to everybody who just came in. There you are. Okay, let's scroll back up and just see who we've got. So good afternoon properly to Fantastic Sherlock Fox, although I know I've seen you all morning. Welcome on in. Thank you, Poodle Pirate, for sending over your party. Awesome. Always glad. Let's see. Hey, Scrub Lord, good to see you. Hopefully your week has been going well. And welcome on in, Mama Bear. Glad to see you as well. And let's see what else we got. Yeah, dropping on in with little parachutes. Can't hear me. I suspect what happens is in my Discord, I have an incorrect output. That's probably what's happening. So you were hearing everybody but me. So yeah. Oops. Mistakes. So you guys were hearing me on Poodle's side, but then as soon as she killed the Discord sort of feedback loop, then you weren't hearing me after all. There is voice and video. Output is D for Discord. Excellent. And input is the mic. There we go. That should do the trick. So next time we're going to have horrible problems because that's just the way my system works. Okay, escape. There we go. Alrighty-roo. So today's plan is a little bit different, and I'm not quite sure what we're going to use for mats, so we're going to try and fake it as we go. And so let's see. Oh, I missed a couple other people popping in. Good evening to you. Actually, is it evening or is it morning? You crazy Brit people. Actually, it's 10 after 10 in the evening. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. You're not as crazy as I thought. It's a weekend, right? Hopefully you can sleep in on Sunday, maybe? All right, so today's chaos, I guess, is people have been seeing in DC's Discord that I've been muttering about randomizers and such. The hope starting this weekend is that we'll get some progress made on what's in essence building a giant Wandering Trader themed semi-fortune teller machine, something like a Zoltar from Big. Except we're going to be much smaller than that. I mean, we're smaller than that. Yeah, sure, that'll do. It's a generic random redstone box. What else do I have? Oops. Might help if I don't put the box away until... Sure. Let's put it on the side of this. There we go. Right, carpet. Never mind. Side of that. I have to be careful not to put them in the old spot above these trapdoors because it was spawning golems. So, yeah, not ideal. Okay, this random stuff. I'm going to need droppers. I may need those. I will need at least one of those. Ton of these rails. Hopefully. Cross my fingers. And we're going to be short on a gazillion things. It's just the way it goes with Delenn projects. But we've got some diamonds and stuff, so we'll see what's going to happen. And I have to pick a spot at the shopping district anyways. And the fox is already into Champion of the Hill. My goodness. Okay, I'm grabbing. Let's go. Oh, not so. Hope I have something nice and sedate after that. Yeah. Yeah. So for those of you who are in Eastern... Oh, whoops, what did I do there? That are in Eastern North America, running the EDT time zone. Sorry, yeah, there we go, in English. Yeah, for those of you that are running that time zone, we will hopefully, cross my fingers, be Not interrupting your dinner hour too much. There we go. But I will need a ton of that. It's probably not going to be enough, but it's good place to start. We'll certainly need, to get my colors right, or anywhere near close, we'll certainly need a wandering trader head or two. Like the stacking small pile. What have we got? So need some orange, reds for sure. Around the edge, we've got red, and then we've got probably some browns and yellows, I think. Yeah. Then the rest of it will most likely be purchased along the way. Donut for the win. Very tasty win. And here I am talking about people's dinner hour. All right. Guess I can save those in my inventory. I'm going to be buying some terracottas and such as we go, so that will hopefully help. Oh! There'll be some oranges. Sure, I'll take some orange. And some yellow. What did I say? Some reds? Yeah, red. We don't really have a lighter tone red. It's just sort of, it is red. So we may end up coming back and swapping it out with something at some point, because the pink is just way too light. And the other side of it is it might be, what do you call it? Made out of a different material. That's what I'm trying to say. No. I keep doing that again. Shouldn't use shift while I put things in. Yellow. Why did I end up with an odd number of yellow? That's just weird. Okay. That's okay. Sort. I can hold the orange. That's okay. I'm gonna grab another box, but it's in the ender chest, so there's not much point in me going all the way over and like setting down another chest. Okay, that one. And while I'm here, do I have any terracotta to speak of? Mangrove roots. That's kind of neat. That might be kind of cool for eyebrows. I can always change that up later. Where? Nope, that's not it. Huh. Stone box. I swear I so need to organize and mark these things. Could have sworn I had some terracotta. Huh. White. Well, that's the color I needed most anyways, so that's fine. Oh, I know why I've got... Okay. I was going to say I don't know why I don't have any, and that's because my brain was thinking of my Bedrock solo world, where we had taken out a trail ruin and just got some random terracotta from that. Okay, I think we're good. Now, we may or may not get to the redstone today. I don't know, but it's a start, right? So we had the oranges, the brown, or the oranges, the yellows, blues. Yeah, I think that's about all we're going to need to start with. I mean, there's a little bit of custom stuff, like a little tiny bit of white to be concrete, and a couple pieces of lime, which will not be wool either. Alrighty. So, best thing we can do. And now I have a ton of glass, and I'm trying to think what I want to do the borders out of. Trying to think. Huh. So I gather that the previous crew was in the Deep Dark Ancient City area playing with wardens. And for anybody else who came through, because I was out and about with the family this morning, can someone clue me in on what it was they were up to while they were down there? Like, why did they bother going down there? They, can do that. I mean, no problem. I wanted trees. That's what I wanted. Nope. Nope. Sure. Let's go with this one. I think that might work. Oh, not that way, but it'll let me do what I want. Yep, very dull end color. That'll work. Take a look on the way out, see if I like the crimson better. Crimson stems. Ooh, actually that might be kind of cool for the look. These ones sort of shift color as we go. I know I don't have enough, but that might be a fun place to start. Oh, trying to get the crimson ones. And they're sort of reddish and they kind of purpley, but they change too. I can't decide, so I'm going to take all three. Alrighty. And I would be an idiot if I don't take a bed, so let me triple check and quadruple check that I actually have a bed. There, I've got one. We're good. The last thing I want to do is be blowing up spawn. That's not high on anybody's list. Shenanigans! To finish the blaze transfer, I needed something else to do. Oh, right, the blaze transfer. Sorry, that was one that I don't normally work with blazes myself, so I was kind of sticking my head in the sand on that, but I think I remember what they were talking about. Other piece. I was just about to say, I need bone blocks. Well, yeah, and white dye and stuff, and I can do that. Okay. Why not? I'm going to hide my little hidey hole for a second here, just to do a sleep through, and then we'll grab some bone blocks on the way out and go. I don't understand that, but that doesn't mean that, I mean, I understand with the words. I don't understand why one would want one, but then again, people said the same sort of thing to me last season when I had 32 cats, so I suppose, everybody's got their own thing. And good to see you, Mama Bear. Thank you very, very much for coming by. And am I missing anything important? No. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Scrublord was obliterated by a sonically charged shriek. That stinks. Poor guy. All right, so I wanted bone blocks. Let's see if I've got enough up here to start. Well, that would be a negative. Check that. I know I have an excess of bone blocks. The question is, where have I been storing them? I was doing trees, but not that many trees. If I can't find them quickly, then we'll just move on to grab them outside where I was doing the trees. And big oof. Yep, big oof. There might even, some of them might even have an emote for that. Okay, well, can't find them inside, so I'll just steal the bone blocks from out here. And I may actually have been storing them out here, for all I know. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I have just a few. Just a few. So I'm going to be using these mostly for dye, and potentially for concrete and whatnot. Let's see, do I have space in? Yep, I have space in there. So if I want to ditch it when I get there, I'm good. Get where I'm going. Next question is, where am I going? And I don't know exactly. So I'm going to be at spawn-ish. And we haven't got any paper or anything to speak of, because that part's not really critical at this point. If we got buttons or pressure plates or let's just grab a little bit of stone just because. There. All right. I've probably got a ton of stuff I don't need and a bunch of stuff I do want. That's okay. Right. ton of stuff I don't need and probably missing a bunch of stuff I will want. There we go. That's what she said. Sorry, that's not as funny as it sounded after the fact. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just taking a look at this real quick. Not sure I like that. Okay, so we may actually do the contents of the redstone portion of this as a second round, because first things first, I want to get the trader section built. Because it's a really sad fortune-telling system without a fortune teller. It was the little giggle that was super cute. Okay. I have no idea. So where we went with the kids today, I live in a place called Calgary, and we've got a spot called Granary Road. And at Granary Road, it's sort of a country themed, I guess, learning space. So they have different little stations where they talk about, where they have signage about various different creatures, not creatures. Yeah, I guess creatures. One of them was talking about frogs, and another one was talking about mushrooms, and then we had bats and so on and so forth. And there's also like a relatively run-of-the-mill petting zoo involved, although they did have a llama. So they let you pet the goats, then everybody else is more or less just, if they come up to the gate or the fences, you can pet them. And I didn't actually go to the latter half. I hung around at the goat section and then watched the geese. Okay, what do we got? Now I'm looking for a map, there we go, to try and decide where I want to put this thing. Because it might actually be a little bigger than I originally planned, as usual. But I don't really want to have to deal too much with terrain in big ways. Obviously can't use the spawn square because that's just a no-go. For fits and giggles, I could put it down past that. Just go down in here maybe. On the west side? That might be smarter than the biome change. Because it all looks rather lumpy. And then this right-hand side, I was going to put down by the scam doors, but it's very, very lumpy over there. So, behind the sand thing, somewhere down here it is. So we went and had a fun time at Granary Road, and the kids, my niece and nephew were in attendance, as well as my brother and sister-in-law, and my parents, and they had them climbing all over stuff, and one of them is under 3, the other one I think is like 3, maybe 3 and a bit. And so they were having a blast. Well, of course, my kids are several years older than that. There may be some terraforming involved, not just to flatten out. Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to go over that ledge. Not just to flatten out, but also to dig down if the height I choose to work with doesn't end up working for the redstone section. So we're going to start by a bit of a clean out. I need to free up a little bit of space and take down this stuff a little bit to end up flat. Those wardens do not like Scrublord today. It's here. Ooh. Okay. I don't want to jump into bed from there. Yippee. Dump some of this stuff off to begin with. And then we've got some space to work with. That's... can't seem to think of what I want to do today. Let's put this one... Okay, I'm going to have extra pieces, so let's just grab one. Being dumb here. Plus I got 2. Okay, that's fine. Because I can, 2. Now, that's fine over there. Trader's head there, just so I've got something to look at. And go for supply run. There. Oh, that must have been, okay. Come on. Order of operations. Oh. Ah. Of course, everything's different enough inside that they don't just auto-refill. That one is. Okay, there we go. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use, I think, this level with the torch on it. 2 blocks down and just flatten her off a little bit. And rather than going super crazy, we'll just stick with that. Hopefully we can get this bit shaved pretty quickly, and then we can start building. Now when I was looking at a lot of these Zoltar type machines, or the fortune telling machines, I guess, rather than using name. But when I was looking at them online, it actually looks like their cabinets are pretty bland. And what I mean by that is a lot of the designs, because it's sort of below, more or less below the user's waist or sight line in a lot of cases, then there wasn't much to it. But of course, Minecraft, being that basically every detail is built in 1 meter sections, or half meter if you're talking slabs, that things end up being a lot larger to get it to work, and therefore you're not below like the half line. Yeah, you would just see a big blank wall, right? And that's not something I'm looking forward to. I wouldn't find that interesting as a visitor. Therefore, we're going to try and instead use stained glass and let people see the workings inside, and something a little more like a gumball machine, if I can get the rails working the way I'm hoping. So one would actually go and trigger the fortune to be told, and then the fortune slip would take a ride on the minecart before being dispensed into the player's hands. Or, well, on the ground for pickup, I guess. Yeah, that's the idea. So that's where the notion's coming from. Thank the Fox for that idea. And I'm not even sure why that had come up recently in conversation. Probably, I think it was probably one of the Geek Out questions that had shown up. And so, yes, Fox for the win, for sure. For sure, oops. For sure and for certain. All right. So, I was looking into it and I thought, yeah, this might be kind of fun because it's a little bit not my normal style. So if I can make it happen, then that's growth for me, personal growth in the game. Okay, so we've got to go this line. I'm hoping I'm going to cut back enough space, but if not, well, we'll cut more later. So yeah, so that's why we're terraforming ourselves down, is because something like that, those machines, work best on a flat surface. Dell and I brainstorm together. I think sometimes Fox and I work well together because, well, he has to put up with me every day, so he knows a little more about how I think. Ooh. But I think another reason that it works is because sometimes when he's working on a project or thinking about projects, rather than thinking about the limitations in the do you know how or can this be done, he just doesn't necessarily have as much vocabulary of what can't be done. And so he looks at it from a more positive angle. Sometimes my I've never done it before becomes an I can't, which is not necessarily helpful. Come on, in the hole, please. This level? Yep, that's the level I want. So we'll see if we've got enough space. The suggestion I'm working with, after sort of talking at my son as a sounding board, poor guy, was that we're probably going to try and get the trader's proportions semi-correct, but try and go with a 1-to-2 ratio. So basically for every pixel on the trader's head, which is now up here, that we're going to have each one of those being a 2x2. And I know I'm going to have to come back and texture correctly with more materials like concretes and stuff. Yeah, just to get some of the colors, but that's something that can be done. I just need to get it in first because the scale of the main thing gives me or dictates how much room we have to work on the insides. Thank you very much, Mama Bear. You guys are well aware I have some confidence issues when it comes to doing big builds and slightly more creative builds. So I did actually look and see what there was for people who had already done large statues of the trader or schematics or something like that, like of those types of things. And one of them looked kind of like the head is 1-to-1, so 1 block to 1 pixel on the head, which is fine. But the body made it look like a Lego minifig. And while I really like Lego minifigs, that was not the aim I was going for. So I can't discounted that one because it was too small in a weird way. Pardon me. But then the other one that I saw that had been done in great detail would have made, let's see. Yeah, so looking at our post office, would have easily, very, very easily dwarfed the post office. And this is 2 floors high with a vaulted ceiling. You know, it's probably actually. Sorry, that's not the way I want to start this. I don't know where he came from, but that's problematic. Okay. Dude, you were not invited. Oh, jeez. You were not invited to this party. And no, I do not have the crowd control add-on, just in case anybody's curious. What's the music line? Why so serious? And the worst bit about skeletons, for me, is that because of the see-through with the leaves in behind, I have trouble seeing them up against birch. This is not working. Dude, go. Okay, where's your buddy? Saw there were more here. Let's get it over with. I have to see where you are, you monkey. That was low. That's a low blow. Fine, you stay out of my space, I stay out of yours. Party crashers. All right, where was I going with this? I can't recall where the rant was going, but that's okay. It's all good. So when we had a bit of a challenge due to people's scheduling of being able to get a nice even roster for the stream weekend, Stormy and I chose to split it up. But little did I know that Stormy was going to be as busy as she is when it comes to guesting on other people's streams, and that works out well. But it was just, I'm kind of glad that I'm in between Poodles and Stormy's doing her own hosting because people need a break. I mean, she could be back down there for all I know in the next session, but people needed a bit of a break. So yeah, we're gonna have a face for radio. We might as well go all the way. All right, where are we here? So if I'm going for a 1-to-2 pixel ratio, that's what I was looking at. And this is 2, 4, 6, 8. They went the full 8th width. Eighth width? Huh. Okay. Now the next question is, do I have the chunk borders? Can I get the chunk borders? It's not about hitting the right button. It's about, do I have something on that's turning the chunk borders off? Apparently I do, so that's no good. But that's okay. I'm just going to go with the space. Now what I was hoping to do... No, not glass. There's the trees. I'll start with the cherry, and then we'll see if we want to change it up to something else. Did I bring... Didn't bring much for scaffolding. Alrighty. Did I put it in here? Well, mistakes were made. All right, that's fine. We'll see what we can do with 44. And flying and whatever. So if this guy's head... Oh, shoot. Use yellow to begin with. So this guy's head's going to be 2 by 2, 16 wide. And I want a glass border, minimum. Let's go 2. Can we get this full 16? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 with a little bit of a border on the edge. Sure. It was meant to be that way, right? Right? Okay, so then we'd have a single air gap, and on the corner here would be where we can start, because I don't want to jump into a hole. Making sure. Perfect planning! Actually, almost perfect planning. Let's go with, I don't need that much red. Brought the shears. There we go. Surely this is not happening. Okay, this one, that one. What am I working on?
Hello?
Says Swanky. Mr. Organized Swanky, who's actually got some great ideas. Related to the conversation that he DM'd me on. So related to what I had a DM with him on, I'm looking to make a very large, one of those like fortune teller machines that normally has an automaton in the top. And so the first thing I want to do is actually build the machine part, but, or not machine, sorry, the cabinet, in which case I need to try and space out how much I'm going to have. And I think 16 by 16 for the head. And then, so basically having 18 worth of space to work, because the two ones at the ends will be walls. 18 by 18 worth of space to work inside should be able to get me something interesting that would involve probably, I'm hoping maybe rails to go with the dispensers just to make life nice and complex. But no, that way we can use tinted glass so people can watch their fortune take a little ride before it gets chucked out at the bottom. And I'm hoping, if I can figure it out, although that's a big ask, to figure out how to make use of the empty head, the hollowness of the head, to potentially find a way to do some sort of, I don't know, lit up eyes or something a la Big. The movie Big. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. That should give me my corners. That one. First here! Haha! First here. So yes to this one. Yes to that one. Okay, good. I owe Poodle Pirate their own command, and so I was trying not to cancel that in my request queue. I have a bad habit of doing that, but it makes it challenging for me to see other things in there. So I'm just going to have to leave that up to... Ooh. Okay. So we have lag. News to me, but that's fine. But always bury the redstone and feed the fortune up using a glass item elevator. Funny you should mention that, actually. I was thinking of turning the whole system into a railcart system where it spits into a hopper minecart just for fun, or chest minecart, really doesn't matter. But spits in, and then, oops, oh, phooey, come on, find your line. And then you get to see it ride down, and the cart itself should get returned, probably via Bubble Vader. So we'll see. But that's always a fun way of doing it. But yeah, a lot of it will be just a thing to look at because the sculpture isn't going to do much of anything on the outside. So you could see it as you came in or walked over. It's part of why coming down this ledge isn't a big deal. Because when you're in the shopping district, it's a little bit higher from just about anywhere else. So you come down and then you'll see parts of the head. So I'm looking to make the base, or a base, and then this guy will have his shoulders, hopefully, and we'll fake out the arms and try to get the coloring in the middle. That's provided that I don't, fall off a ledge. We've already had visitors who decided that they were going to crash the party by making a hole, but it worked out. Come on. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. Dell, I just had the best idea. Ooh, okay. I'll take that. All right. So the idea basically with this shape is I'm going to start with making the big box and up to probably twice as tall as it is wide. So we've got 20 blocks wide. We're going to try and go 40 blocks high and frame it off. And then we can start above that with the actual statue itself. So if I don't get to it, we've only got 5 hours of me this weekend. So it may be an ongoing project beyond that, but at least it'll be something that actually looks like something for a change instead of, a ton of wall. So, yeah, let's start with the comfortable corner, and then we'll work our way into the uncomfortable corners. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, right? 20? Okay. What I'm actually going to do is take half of this, that. There. That way I can just keep on going. When that one runs out, then we're at the top. In all honesty, oops, wrong one. This should bother me for height because I don't do heights well, but it's less bothersome now that A, I already have wings to start with, and B, that it's not a flower. And for those of you that know what I'm referring to, I did not do well making a very large sunflower. It was a little nerve-wracking for me. Okay, 2. I'll let you in on it, Fantastic Shock Fox. Of course, we have to always talk about stuff, right? But also that Swanky had DM'd me a message, and I was 20. I meant to be up 40. Silly me. So, yeah, he'll probably attach it to that list. Took me a second because I was like, who the what is? And I scrolled way back to the very first message from that person in my DM and went, oh, right. One of the things Twitch needs to offer, not Twitch, sorry, pardon me. Scratch that. Need 40, right? That's 35, 79, 40. All right, 42. That'll be just about right. Yay. I don't even make a big deal out of whether I can fly or not anymore. It's going to be 39 to be 40 tall. We'll find out if I'm right or wrong after. Where's I going to go with it? Yeah, so he messaged me, and one of the things that Discord needs to do is in the DMs, if a user knows the person messaging them by a different nickname, because you can change your nickname for the channels, then I think that the user needs to be able to change the name of the person they're talking to for their own purposes. Just a personal opinion element. Yeah, you can tell I did something wrong there. Oh, well, okay. This one, whoa. Yeah, okay. This one should be the correct 40 in theory because there's one there already, and then we've got a pile of 39. So hypothetically, the one I've got in my hand now, and I'm climbing, should also come out correct. Oh, come on. Place. This feels slow because I jump up a little bit too much and the wings deploy, which doesn't help a whole lot. Yep, the inspiration for the inside of the glass section of the lower half being taken somewhat from a gumball machine that I was actually thinking about from our local Dairy Queen, actually. Yeah, that's the one that's wrong. I think I just did, I don't know, 2 or something, and then I decided to start splitting it up. Okay, and I need, not only do I need more, ow, and I will probably texture it, I think, maybe with the crimson. That might look better. I need more trees. Did I take all of it? Oh, no, I didn't. The other thing I want to do on the corners, toolbox. Ooh. What did Delenn not bring? And that would be our crafting table. That would make sense, you know? If it's something that's sensible, Delenn won't bring it. It's the way it goes around here. Okay. Anything else I seriously need out of here? No, so let's put this one away before I get in trouble with it. The red is my emergency box, mostly. That's why it's called my first aid kit. And it has a lot of stuff that's useful, but not always what I need when I need it. Okay, so this one I want to do cherry wood, but I only want 4 of those. Well, I got 12, sure. I'll find extras later. Forgot it comes in 3s. I keep thinking it's singles. That's okay. Let's make sure that that didn't be too detrimental to what I was up to. Of course, now I've got to get up. Silly me. Well, that's one way to find out which one's 40. Let's just start with this one. And I've only got 4 extra scaffolding on this side, so that means if I get it down to 4 left, then we've got the correct high tower. Okay, so while we're here and doing this build, because I mean this part's kind of the unexciting element of it, I'm going to throw a geek out on the screen, and it may be one we've seen before. Huh. Trios. I don't think I've seen that one. So the way this is played is that we work together as a chat to meet or exceed the suggested target number of whatever the thing is. And this is the Geek Out Pop Culture Edition, so our categories usually end up, there we go, yeah, 1 extra. Usually end up being, we've got film and television, and they call it literature, although it's written stuff. So anything, magazines, books, comic books, that sort of stuff. And then we've got music and miscellaneous. And in the miscellaneous category, it's just basically stuff that doesn't really fit anywhere else. So sometimes it things where it might be like an actor that moved from movies down to television. That's interesting. Okay, so I should be 41 up because this tower was 40, 1 block up, and then we're going across. Oh, please keep it family friendly. Yeah, the question of the day when I say please keep it family friendly, and what's your favorite fruit, is because that one can have all kinds of like aphrodisiac related type answers, or people think the I'll be blunt, some people think like banana is incredibly, depending on your context of how you're using the phrasing, the whole "is that a banana in your pocket, are you happy to see me" kind of thing may not be found in friendly. So it was more of a generic covering your backside. So it's actually question of the day information has been pulled from a file, and then it tacks on the remember family friendly only answers. What you see on the right hand side of the screen is the what is your favorite food to eat thing. Is it your favorite fruit? Yeah, fruit to eat on the right hand side without the bit about family friendly is actually specifically the text that was pulled from a file. All right. I quite like the purple, the more like it's pinky, but it's pinky purple kind of bark on the outside of the cherry wood. I quite like that one. But as we talked about earlier, I might do a little bit of crimson to go with it. So we'll see about that, just because the crimson changes colors, so it kind of gives it a semi-magical feel. One of the tricks that, or not tricks, one of the things I liked about the movie Big was, aside from the situation, as in the kid made a wish with this, the fortune-telling machine, and then just had his wish granted. One of the other parts about it that implies the machine is magical is that it's actually, they clearly show that the machine is, the kid doesn't really notice it, but the machine is unplugged and shouldn't light up and function. It's not, and so the machine shouldn't, I mean, it might have taken his money, but it shouldn't have actually done anything other than that. But it flashes lights and it lights up in behind what he's supposed to do at each stage of using the machine, etc. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. And this one, trying to decide how, if I want to go with an older, sort of more spooky style, slightly more spooky style, then actually it might not be a bad thing that I brought quite so many bone blocks, because maybe throwing this top layer up here as bone blocks rather than just using it for the dies could actually look half decent to give me a base, so to speak, to work from. And then we're going to start working on the, I'm going to frame out the space I'm allowed to have, so to speak, for the head. Doomed to fall? Nice fortune. So I'm going to frame it out like this and just make it a little higher, but maybe less the, maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll build it first because I have to make sure I get enough space for the shoulders and stuff. Okay, so let's fly down and see if I can avoid as many visitors. So I can see the creepers and the skeletons already starting to exist in the little cave over here. I just hope they don't come visit, because they're just a pain. Let's see. Okay, Fantastic Fox, you can go with the frozen blueberries, but that's only half the story, because I like frozen blueberries too. I love blueberries naturally frozen. I love blueberry ice cream. I love just chomping down on frozen blueberries, rather literally. What he's not referring to, which kind of answers his earlier question about family-friendly answers, although I don't necessarily refer to, discussing alcohol loosely as being unfamily-friendly. Wrong chat, Scrublord, but that's okay. We see both. But Fantastic Sherlock Fox loves to do frozen blueberries in the Grand Marnier liqueur. Not my thing, because I don't like Grand Marnier. But it's an interesting flavor. Okay, just before we get there, let's make sure our hydrate to water. There we go. Everybody gets one.
Everybody hydrate!
Here's my Oprah Winfrey moment for everyone. Because you gotta hydrate, and you gotta hydrate, and you gotta hydrate. It's very, very good, actually. You should try it. I know it sounds funny, but I'm just not a huge Grand Marnier fan, but there are other liqueurs that it would probably work fairly well, though you wouldn't want a cream-based one. So that wouldn't work too well. Okay. So this will be our main frame. We'll have plenty of space. You don't even have to use the whole thing inside. Actually, it's probably going to be too big now that I think about it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up here. See just how low are we? But you know what? I think I'm going to have to skew it and cut it down by half. I was thinking about proportions being, when you think of like a telephone cabinet, which is sort of the more or less same size and shape you would get with one of these fortune things. If you're thinking like a telephone booth size, then it's usually done about 2/3 being sort of the bottom section and the 1/3 being the top. However, that sort of scale in Minecraft doesn't really work. So I think we're just going to have to go with the half and half. Now, the other way of looking at a reason for going half and half, so I have to chop this all down. Skippy. One of the reasons, actually, yeah, I have 44. Let's do it a different way. One of the reasons for going trying to catch up to me. Actually, I know Scrublord's in chat here. So yes, Scrublord, I think there's a little value in the bottom of the screen here. I don't know if you can see it very well. It says 39 deaths. Most of those were from a Zerk-hosted head gathering night, where that was probably nearly 20, if not slightly over 20 heads or deaths because of that. And sounds like you're working your way to trying to catch up without that sort of night. I'm sorry to hear that it didn't work. Nope. I'm not laughing at you. I'm trying to laugh with you. But it was kind of interesting you said, going again because it didn't work, and then you instantly drowned. Okay, so we should have 24. 22, 4. There we go. So 24, this will be the shop. Let's take this so I know what I'm doing. Maybe. Take this. There. And one more so I can get up there, hopefully. Well, or not. Well, so much for that log. Yeah, we'll chop down the extra, but I'll just build what I can until I start running out of supplies. Supplies! Yeah, I think that'll probably be a better scale to work with. Okay, so we can't get all the way across, which is a bit of a shame. Better than nothing, though, actually. Let's get some more off this side. I can reach it. $40? Can I get all the way around? 40. Perfect. That should let us finish off the square. I did the math right. Well, and you know. Good to know. Thank you. I don't carry... actually, probably... I wouldn't be surprised if I have a sign in the emergency box. So if I find it, I can put it on. And I'm not that far away as well. So, where was I going with this? I can't recall. That's okay. So for those of you that were hearing me earlier in the week, I took the kids, well, not I, my mother and I took the kids to go see a Broadway Across Canada presentation. Oh, hello, Tom. Thank you very much. That'll help. That'll help so much. We went to see Aladdin, and I will say first off, I did not actually see the live action movie with Will Smith, so I don't know whether or not that would make a difference. The only thing I had to compare to, but not having seen the live action movie, was the knowledge that the guy, or that the genie is played by Will Smith in the live action, and the other piece is that maybe some of the story changes that I saw were changed the same way in the movie. 18. Come on, really? So close, but that's all right. So we had a blast. We had a blast. And thank you very much, guys, for dropping off the shulker and such. You actually seem to have entertained everybody fairly well, and I'm just hoping that I can, I guess, keep them entertained. Oh, that did work. Right. Yeah, anyways. I'm hoping I can keep them as entertained before I hand back again. So, yeah, so I took people to see that one, and by the fact that it's a traveling show, I know from the outset, why am I? That's weird. Oh, there they are. Then I know not to expect as much as you would with a permanent installation of a Broadway show. So, and do recognize that. And we've got a slightly smaller theater than some. Just it's the nature of, etc., etc. But no. Okay. Where did that one go? Okay, if it went down there, I'm not looking for it. Aha. It shouldn't show it up on this map if it was over the ledge. Come on. Cherry's precious at the moment, so I don't have to go home. There we go. Okay, that box size I think is a little bit better. Let me just F4 this, just so that I can get out here and come down like a player, more or less. And more or less is there. Yeah, it's probably a better size, I think. And then I might keep that box frame there, just as our potential max for the head of the villager itself, actually, which makes far more sense than I originally thought about. Now, the next question becomes, well, first off, I guess I need to put a platform in here. And then the next question becomes orientation of the head. Where did I put? I'm going to go all stripey with this one for now. Junk, junk. Junk, junk. Far more than I need, but I'm sure I'll want more later. It was fun, huh?
Hello.
Heyo, Stormy. Good to see you. Are you getting a bit of a break before you come back again? Because you deserve it. You guys deserve it. Sounds like everybody seems to have had a good time in your in Poodle's stream. Sorry. And the trio seems to be back at it again. Love it. So I'm just working on a, what do you call it? I don't even know. We're gonna have to crowdsource a title for this thing. Fantastic Sherlock Fox was originally wanting to call it something like I don't know. It was basically he was trying to do a play off of Dadcraft's name, The Wandering Trader, and I was like, I don't know about that one. It didn't quite have as much of a ring to it. But yeah, so I'm hoping that, falling down cliffs or getting blown up won't be the norm around here. But you never know. Okay, I'm also trying to set an orientation, because do I want the stripes going forward and back, or do I want them going side to side? And I also don't know if I want the, what do you call it? The head going, like, which direction do I want to face out and look out this way? Or do I want to have the head looking in towards the shopping district? Probably inwards would work best. But the other thing I just realized is I can also mess with the whole system and like herringbone the thing. That makes it look like it has squares all the way around, more tile-like, rather than stripes. And special shout out to CJ for letting me trade for Sneaky Pants because it's super, super helpful. I'm still crouching, but I'm not as pokey. Well, okay, I'm still pokey. I'm not all as pokey as I used to be. Let's put it that way. Ah, the Wandering Teller. I love that. The other one I thought was kind of silly, but it was just sort of a whole placeholder idea, was to call something like Tradar. You know, this trader all stretched out, and probably a hyphenation just so that it would actually have the correct sounding as opposed to trader. And then we'll see about signage, but one of the other goofy thoughts that had crossed my brain was something along the lines of, delivering sus advice since 1973. Delivering sus advice and shady trades since 1973. There we go. Well, the other advantage to riffing off the name is I don't have to explain why he's not actually wandering anymore. No, I guess I should have lit up and actually slept. You know, that would have made sense. Here I am whining about the visitors I had that already tried to blow me up once, and then I don't sleep. That doesn't make much sense. Ow. Whoops. No, I'm trying to nap. Go away. Thank you. That's really rude to belch at somebody just before you, when you come to say hello. Okay. So just going splat. The issue is coming in too hot. But the problem is, there we go, got it. If I spin too much, then I get dizzy. Yeah, I think I'm liking this one. It's a bit of a weird sort of zippy design, but I think it would do. And looks a little bit nicer than mushrooms, because that was the other thought I had, was mushroom stems. Go this way. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Wow. Okay, so what have we got? The Geek Out really didn't work. The question of the day about your favorite fruit. Oh, right. So favorite fruit to eat. I'll throw a new Geek Out while I'm yakking here. My favorite fruit to eat. Good grief. Is actually pomegranates. They're a pain in the neck to prepare, but in terms of actually eating them, I quite enjoy the little blobs. But if we're looking for one that's easy to prepare, I'd say cherries. I love myself a set of summer cherries. Now here they grow, as we say, they grow beards, as in they go all fuzzy too fast for two reasons. One, I have discovered over my lifetime if I eat too many cherries, they don't like all at once, back to back, they don't like me. You know, road trips and stuff. It's a good reason to make a pit stop. But on the other hand, they're a lot of fun to play with. Like, I actually like the, basically the puzzle of being able to try and come up with as clean a cherry pit as possible. I'm not one of those people that bothers with the, can you tie a knot with your tongue in the cherry stem? Like, that's just one of those party tricks I find really unnecessary. But yeah, I like cherries for that reason. And the reason I like pomegranates was they taste pretty good, but it's also like a tomato in that the little blob, I guess you could say, of pomegranate still wrapped around a seed. But that section that you pull away from all the pith and whatever. I kind of like the way they're solid and then they can sort of pop in your mouth. I like the mouthfeel of that. Fave fruit for Stormiel is watermelon. What do you like about watermelon? I ask because I am not a melon fan of any sort, especially not cantaloupe. But that said, maybe I've just not had enough good watermelon, but I just don't tend to get ones that actually have much of a flavor to it. It's like water in a lattice, and it doesn't really do much for me. But as I said, though, like it could be that just up here it might be harder to get flavorful watermelons because we just have a different length growing season. And then there's always, if you're going to import them from somewhere with a longer growing season, then it's just, there's always how things lose some of their flavor during the shipping delay. So then, if one likes the sweetness of watermelon, what do you think of honeydew? For me, that's like second on the not so hot list, alongside cantaloupe, which is too bad because I mean, when you buy a mixed fruit tray up here, they're usually cantaloupes, honeydews, and pineapples. Well, fresh cut pineapple. Butter with a crunch to it. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, I'm just not much of a melons person, but that's just it. And then, so I quite like, let's see, what else do we have? Fruits. I quite like pineapples. But once again, in that pomegranates are not hard, but a pain in the neck to prepare. Pineapples can be a pain in the neck or just difficult. However, I've yet to actually eat one, a fresh pineapple, where it's pulled apart as though it's a berry cluster, because apparently that's like truthfully what they are biologically. Biologically, it's not what I'm talking about. Botanically, yes, they're berry clusters of sorts. But I've never actually had one pulled apart that way. I've always had them cut in some format, and I think it'd be kind of fun just to see what they do to the edge of each sort of berry individually. That's a good question. They do grow well up here, for the most part. Fantastic Sherlock Fox might know where the ones he buys comes from. We've actually tried growing them in our yard. I mean, we're not very good at it, but that's partly because, A, we're not farmers. We didn't pick up that gene from my mother's side. But B, is that it was my kids growing them, and we all know about the distraction of youth. Since I don't eat them, I had like little... I tried to keep them from completely dying, but I had little interest in poking and prodding and fertilizing and whatever else to make them perfect. Greenhouses usually, yes, we can get them. The ones that grow outdoors tend to be very flat in flavor. So they can get size and sometimes shape, but they don't have much for flavor. Whereas the greenhouse grown ones have more for flavor, but that's because they're artificially extending the growing season. Or out west here, cooling them, which I find weird, but yeah. Yet, also the other part is that if you get outdoor ones that actually have flavor, you have to get a variety that purposely does not grow very large at all so that it stays compact, and that helps keep in some of the good flavor. No, because I boo-booed the way I did the startup, I didn't actually hit go on the Spotify list. I thought I had, but I guess I didn't. Let's see, what'll we go with today? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to get a copyright strike regardless of what I do, so let's just have a little bit of the Stream Tunes Canadian list. Why not? So let's see if we can go play. New song. Huh. This one comes up, Bailando con la Luna. Interesting. So our Stream Tunes, even though it sounds a lot like Stream Beats in the US, this is Stream STREEM. They don't care if you're Canadian or not, it just happens to be a Canadian provided source. And I've actually had very good luck with them when I go to use them because, what do you call it? Because it's just a matter of dropping, like there's a slot on their webpage. Uh-oh. Huh. Okay. There's a spot on their webpage where you just put in your email address that you use, and then you copy paste in your link for, say, Google, where you've had the copyright complaint, and then within 24 hours, it's clear. That's it. Or that's all there is to it. So basically, withdraw the claim, and that's that. And I quite like that. So really all it is just they allow you to use it free, and they just say, yeah, if you're going to be using it for free, just let us know you're using it so that we know it's not stolen. The way these people are part of how they fund, there are other licenses involved, I guess, but for don't have to be a small streamer. You can be like a larger one or whatever, but the point is, it's not even just streaming. I think there's other uses they have for it for beyond content creating. But in order to fund it, they actually do go ahead with copyright claims and will actually pursue the copyright claims to get funding out of it and or try and go after chronic individuals. You like the grooves. Cool. Yeah, it's a little easier than me just chatting. And compared to the sand from overhead, it's still, like from this way, the coloring cream actually works well for being a bit older as opposed to a pristine like the snow. But overhead, you can, in the mini-map, you get to see that it's fairly creamy, fairly white. Excuse me just 1 second, I need to deal with the tissue and I will be right back. So let's do this. Oop, half decent view, there we go. All right, we're back. Sorry about that for a second. It just, as those of you in more prairie climates will know, that it gets hot and it gets dry, and when it gets dry, a lot of us get itchy noses. So that's where that was. Last thing you want to do is see me going rub, rub. I mean, that's just all kinds of gross. So, where was that? We've got the bottom here. Now I need to try and figure out what a villager looks like. I should have done that ahead of time, because I've got the head that we can reference. But that doesn't help me. We want more than that, than just the head. So I guess it's time for me to take a quick pause, and it's bedtime. I didn't think about that before the tissue. It would have gone BRB. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let's see, can I do incognito from this window? Nope. So, resulting effect will be we shall close all the browser tabs that I had open last night. Do I even have a different browser on here? Okay. Ooh. Not what I want. I'm just trying to get a profile. Sign in. Can't spell. Are you seriously asking? So I'm trying to log in a separate profile for this device because I don't like leaking my username so frequently. Or my actual name. Where did I put that Gmail thing? Open the Google app, it says. Since when do I have a Google app on here? Oh, apparently I do. Okay. I didn't know I had a Google app on my phone. Doesn't do much. Yes, it's me. Alright. Sure. Okay, so let's try this. That window. close this. Got it, yes. For Pete's sake. Okay, done. Sorry, it's keep asking me a million customization questions. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to display capture instead. We'll minimize Minecraft and hope I don't end up dead. We'll find out. Fantastic Sherlock Fox says, I think she gets strikes and then they release them. Yep, exactly. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is Minecraft 1. Geez. There we go. Unrecruiting trader. Images. I really just need a dude. So what position do I want him in? And I actually want him from game. There's plenty of people doing, you know, other things with the character. That will actually work well. This one, okay. Save image. And then we're going to throw it on our references section. And I blew it again, save my name, but whatever, cancel. Save image as. Oh, it's gonna, okay. Hate it when it does that. Okay, fine. Fine. Let's try open the image in a new tab. That we'll have to do. Yeah. That'll have to do it. Let's click this. Copy. New browser source, I guess. Oh, not there. Trying to get this just down in the corner. Okay, let's take the sketch map off. New browser. Trader? Sure. Paste. There we go. Trader man. Okay, so we've got our trader guy, so let's go back to live and turn on or off the display capture. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Game back up. Okay, and then, you know me. References. And it looks like he's got a death count of 39, which I actually have only done 15. So I guess that part I have to catch up on. Oops. So, and I need to see that same window, but not the same you guys do. So I'm going to put mine on my left screen. So if you catch me looking way over here, over this side, then that's or my reference got to. All right. So now we've got ourselves a trader in the corner. And we're going to try and get him built from the arms up, right where it's about that count. And I should have taken the other photo as well. I saw right at the beginning with the weird angle. Because I really want a full side on. Huh. Sorry, I came across somebody who had a Wandering Trader Piglin Minecraft skin. Not one of those things I would have expected to see. Enjoy your lurk, and definitely enjoy your lurk there, Poodle Pirate. Haha. Okay, let's try this. New tab. Okay, well, we'll just fake it till we make it, right? So I'm going to go quite angular and let it go purely diagonal for the character. So that means that we have a lot of blue to get ourselves. Go away. You weren't invited to the party. You're too early. Honestly, I don't like your pajamas. Thank you. Slumber parties later. Where did I put the blue thing? You. Okay, we need some blue and gold and red. We got some red. That should be enough to get us started. I don't need that much gold to start. All right, and where did I put the cream? And I didn't bring brown, did I? I thought I was going to, but I didn't. Well, we'll figure out what to do with that when we get there. This is where Delenn chooses to wing it. I have, not a whole lot. So that's for better or worse. Oh no, I guess we're on the back corner. Maybe I should have been on the front corner? Oh well. The fact that I've just done that means I guess we're going to the front corner. Right? Sure. And I don't know where 3 of these went to. Oh, there they are. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go over to the front corner, buy the stuff. That could be helpful. Oh, no, I wasn't going to give a whole lot of spoilers. Suffice to say, it's intending to be like a fortune teller cabinet. And one of the reasons that I'm making it quite so big is scale. One of the other reasons is that way we have plenty, more than enough space to use the undersection for some sort of like, I don't know, minecart dispenser, something. And we can decide if we have 1 run, 2 runs, 3 runs, depending on what we want to do with it. But in the meantime, we need to sort out the sizing of our guy's head. And I think I will probably stick with yellow and red motif for the sizing. Oops, yellow and red, thank you. For sizing it out, because those are the colors I don't need as much. Even though they're going to head actually... Ooh. Yeah, we're going to have some problems because the body and the arms stick out in front, and I'm kind of not doing that. Unless I try and skew it so the head's to the back. I don't know, we'll have to figure that out at some point. Okay, so I've got here, this one. Nope, come on. So I'm repeating the scale marker that was down below. Intentionally. Just so that it makes it a little bit easier for me to count. For Geek Out, it says, 4 films... Oh, okay, we're not murdering people. That's probably good. 4 films in which a Yeti or Bigfoot appears. Yes, Harry and the Hendersons would work. The Croods might, at a pinch. I mean, depends on your point of view. They're all kind of Neanderthal-esque thuds. Okay. So... I'm a little thrown, of course, because I was thinking about doing the head, but I didn't leave any space for the shoulders, nor did I leave any space for the arms and such. So truth is, this is actually too small. I can't really go over the ledge. You know, Delenn, build it 3 or 4 times, and then we'll figure out the size when we actually get there. What's this? I've got growth, as much as I don't like it, I've got growth space out this side. So why don't we work on the shapes from here going up, and we'll see how much space the head needs, because I can always back out in that direction towards the trees. I wanted the head itself to be about... Actually, no, if I can do it 8. Yes, okay. We're going to go with a just 8-foot head. Sure, that'll work. Okay. I shouldn't need to go wider. But if I don't sleep this off, you know what? Ow! There. Problem solved. Okay, so the idea being is that I'm going to have glass all along this purple line. So my trader will probably start here, which is why I needed to move the bed. Oh, no, this is the back corner. Oh, it's front corner. Front corner. There, okay. The trader would be here. And I'm not going to try and make him solid. He or she solid. Which means I guess I need the dirt back again. Where I put that dirt. Because that'll be my fillers. How about Monsters Inc? Because we definitely have a Yeti who wants to offer snow cones. And I'm laughing about whether or not you would say a Wookiee is a Yeti. If your answer is yes, you might offend Chewbacca, not just the character, but we have our fine friend Chewbacca or Wookiee, and I can't say it correctly, so apologies in advance. And possibly Maribel Jade and a handful of others like Max. But that said, horror films in which a Bigfoot appears is always a challenging one. Oops, not that. Blue. This is going to be the edges. We can double up. 2. Come on. Let's measure from the inside again using the left of the scaffolding. Because we need to figure out how big this can be. I know it's 20 blocks. Sorry, I'm correct that. Yeah, 20 blocks up. So where are we here? About halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8 should be there. A little shy at the front. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think that's right. Let me just grab the dirt. I'm 2 blocks tall, so that should be just about right. So we need to be one more higher, is our max line. Oops, come on. Glenn, really? Okay, there we go. Ow. People were complaining the other day, or not complaining, sorry, discussing the other day about how in Bedrock, your wings, or for your elytra for lack of a better term, deploy and then can be collapsed, I guess, on the fly. No bad puns intended, but as you go. And that's not the case with Java. Because in Java, once you deploy your elytra, they stay deployed until you land. Which has its perks, but that's not ideal. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the head will start here. I don't think we really need much of a hangover in the back. Should be the middle. Middle here. So 1, 2, 2. And then let's go. That's the middle. 3, 4, 2, 4. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we'll assume, making markers in my head. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just thinking from this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There, okay. 3, 4. What do we got back here? 2. Maybe move them back by 1. Three, 4, 5, 6. Then this was 2, 4, 6, 8 for the depth of the head itself. And then this would actually there, I think, not here. That would move the body part to be... Oh, that's not what I wanted anyways. This is the center of the head. Pardon me. Oh, excuse me. We go 2 each way. Yeah, okay, that will be as weird as it gets. How much overhang do we want? Maybe 3 each way? The head's... Oh, I gotta have one more at the back. I think. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that'll be our shoulders. Makes no sense when I'm looking at it this way, but I think I know what I'm up to. I think. Yeah, because our head will extend 2 blocks beyond that. Then we still got a 3-block clearance at the back. Whereas, and this is the middle. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 1 block beyond this. At the front for his nose. Well, nose will be out to there. And then we've got some arm extension. Okay. I'm going to go with this and see how worked out it looks. We'll just play it by ear. No bad puns intended. The arms have to go wide, and we'll figure out which part of it we have to carve in. So, 2. I apologize for missing things. Star Wars. Monsters Inc. You were poking bears? Oh. Yeah, scaffolding makes great ways of counting. But when I have a limited number, I have to be careful how I do it. On the number of the counting, it was 4. Okay, anyways. 1, 2, 5, 3 star. Okay. So this, what I'm actually doing is going up. And as I said, I'll carve out from underneath. It's kind of like an ice carving, I guess. 2, oh shoot, I can't count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1 down. 8. And do we have a gap between his head and this body? Sorta, kinda, maybe? Okay, let's go with... Let's try 2. 1. Let's go with 1. 1, okay. So then... his arm can come up to here, which is reasonable based on what I've built so far. Seems I can make it a little bit thicker, and that's perfect. And if that's the outside line... Oops. Go with 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. These guys, they love to be even numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So where I'm right here is actually a bad spot. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that what I said? I said 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this one won't exist. And that one won't exist. I think I can reach the rest from the bottom. Ew. Doesn't look right. His arms look like way too skinny and spindly. So I gave him no depth. No thickness, really. It's no good. No go. Okay, so what we're going to use the cam for this moment is I'm going to fly out here and be able to look at the opposite side, how it's working, so we can get arms off the side of it, off the side of the characters. Now, if I have 4 across, we can start to see a little bit of a pattern. So square 1, 2, 3, and 4, which still has to go up a little higher. 4 is not bad, which means I need to take it towards his back. Okay. Okay, so let's try taking that out now. They are pretty thick. You're right, they are. And so am I sometimes, not in that good sense though. What I'm gonna do, that one becomes this, which goes down to that. I'll take this one off. One, two, three, four. That still looks dumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. It's this whole like taxi math versus real math business. Okay, diagonals are where it's at. Because if I'm stuck diagonal, then I'm staying on that side. That doesn't make sense in English. In the meantime, what have we got here? Let's try. Okay, new movie. Okay, 6 albums of your choice, no genre specified, released in the 1980s. Taxi math. So, actually I have a perfect grid floor for this. So if I was to, we'll see how far we want to make his arm in. 1, 2, 3. 3 ought to work. Yeah, for what we're up to. 3 ought to work. Alright, so, if I was to make the guy's arm 3 thick, right? That's fine. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. When you're doing, okay, well, here's one. If you're making a garden, okay, or you're going somewhere, some of the math in Minecraft says you count in straight lines, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. But some of the math, if you want to get to a diagonal location, let's just say I randomly pull one out, I don't know, over there, and that's not perfectly diagonal. You can see that. So the question is, they don't actually measure, sort of, you could say, as the crow flies, because it's not a straight diagonal out. So this one, if it was using regular math, we'd be probably looking at approximately 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 5, more or less, by diagonals. But the way the taxi math would work, it would actually count out. So if this was 0, we'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then around the corner, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for some math, they calculate it like you would be however many blocks you're driving if you're driving a vehicle. That's why they jokingly call it taxi math. Right? So some things in Minecraft are measured in terms of straight math, and some of it's measured in taxi math. And I can never remember which is which. I think my suspicion is water is a taxi math, but I'm not fully sure on that front. Okay. What I'm trying to figure out now, aside from this whole taxi biz, that was a whole different thing that may or may not apply. But straight diagonals, yeah, don't look great. Okay. So I like this diagonal design, but then I've got to figure out how thick his arm needs to be. If this is the top corner, coming down in the back, do I even have the right angle in the front? Not really, no. As we're going, I'm learning new things too, and realizing I'm derping it to high heaven. So I can't go just a straight 45, because it's just not looking right. I'm going to try. If I come down 2 here, and this one's got to come down 1, which makes this one a 2. If I go there, that can keep that one. And then when I run out here, the line looks a little bit less jank, but it would be nice if I could do stairs. But even if I did it in concrete, you can't get stairs. You can't really get stairs out of lapis unless somebody has suddenly created that and I completely forgot, which is possible too. Well, why don't we just make a diagonal? Ouch! This way, anyways. Up, up, up. Because I can, right? Rather than I should. I'll just see what we can do with his arms. I don't know. Maybe I have to make him have sleeves and stuff too. So, and this one will be like that. And if he disappears right at the front of the cage, it's not, or the case, it's not going to hurt anybody. He's got a straight section down at the front, anyways. Wish the sleeve would come down through the bed and be into this measurement thing, so we're okay there. So now that I've got basically a background, I'm going to try and draw from the inside. 3 wide, maybe? Three wide on his arm? Or did I say 4 wide? I think I said 4 wide. Which would mean... So this would still be... That's still 3 wide, but if I take this corner, that's 4 wide. Oops. Put this, fill it in. Yeah, okay. So 4 looks reasonable, and how thick do we want it going this way? 3. It's gotta be 4 and 4, right? Because he's not one of the thin guys, he's really square. 1, 2, 3, 4, and his head's only 8 wide, so I think we've still got the space, I think. We'll find out. One, 2, 3, 4, right? Yeah, 4. Makes no sense. So you're not crazy if you're getting confused at this point. This is part of why Dylan doesn't do statues. And this is on the inner side. So from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. So if I'm going for 4 wide on the arms, I need to find that line again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And follow it all the way up. Make it up, please. Thank you. Oops, I filled it in again. Fiddle. Fiddle. Okay, let's try this way. From the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's as far as we've got to go. Then this one would be gone. We'll leave it because it's the measurement. This would be gone, so gone, 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 and gone. Okay, let's see what that looks like from the outside. Huzzah! We might actually have it. Okay, so then what I'm going to do with this chunk is chop all this out until we've got 4 blocks inwards. And then we'll have the back can join them. Sounds nonsensical, but okay. So we start on this line. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then the next one here would work. Nice? Nice. I'm glad you like nice. So it looks like we're not going to make as much progress as we would have otherwise, but I don't know if I've derped a whole lot. This looks like it's going to be a bit of a longer project, but that's okay. We'll have a variety of different things to do. Okay, so if I zoom back out, so that's just as an arm on one side. And there's going to be a bit more like elbow down in here, just off this one corner, and all blue up to the corner of this one. I'll just keep my measurement, and I know the elbows will disappear into the base surface, but I'm okay with that just for our height. Okay, so that means, I said 4, didn't I? They also, in the back, really only need to be 2, the arms themselves. Now let's go with the old wide 4. Why not? So that means that the back will start here. In other words, this will start growing straight up, like his back. Until then, this whole blue section needs to be 4 thick. Or, well, 4 wide. But it doesn't have to be filled. That's the other thing. It just occurred to me in terms of supplies. I don't need this. I don't even need any of this. It's only the front ridge I need to keep. Because the front ridge is where the magic happens, I guess. Where the look really comes from. I'm so used to building things solid that to not build something solid confuses me. Okay. Now, letter up says I don't want buddies. Okay, and I wanted the body. How thick did we say? 6, I think I said? So that would make the back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That sounds about right, because then it meets with the sleeve pretty nicely. Oops, it's got to go back by 1, because there's the back corner of his shoulder, which doesn't necessarily stick out beyond him when he's got his arms up. This way, and take out this one. Oh, haha. That could be a problem. Since we're working our way across, let's put the bed down on this side. I mean, I can put it in the middle, but that's probably not the world's smartest idea when I'm going to close it all up. Okay, so Fantastic Sherlock Fox says he's gone for a walk. Let's see, what have we got? Convert. What are we at? Oh, it only feels like 30, so that's not bad. So I'm going to use it. Exclamation point, convert. 30C. So he's only walking around about 86 Fahrenheit. I mean, could be worse, by far. There's plenty of you here that have seen worse, by far. Okay, so if the sleeve is coming by all the way up, and that will be blue. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Yeah, I guess it does have that little gap. I forgot about that. It really does. I don't need this one. This one will rocket out that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. Yeah, it's this weird little corner that I don't know what I'm going to do with, but we'll sort that one later. So I'm going to walk up and shape the arm. Lurk watching. 98. Ow! Yeah. So we're kind of spoiled in this respect. Lurking and watching Senate practice with football team in 98 Fahrenheit. I do not envy you the heat. What's the humidity level like, Yellow, if you get the chance to say? I know you're off to lurk, so if you don't get the chance, that's fine. But a dry 98 is often nicer than a wet 98. Or, sorry, a humid 98. Wet 98 is just rain. No good. Rain. Come on. Can I please? I guess we'll go this way. The other thing I realized that I may have mobs up inside this pretty quickly, so I have to work on that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We figure this was the top of our shoulder. And then back down the other side. Now, of course, the blue part is the easy part. I know I need to mess with the yellow, but on the bright side, when he folds his arms, he's almost at the end of the square here, so I could almost start yellow right next to it. So I think that might work. Or I might make one more round of blue. We'll see. $41, that's not too bad. Ours was only about 10 today. And that was with a, like, next to 0 chance of actually raining. Okay. So that'll be the arm, and it'll be hollow inside. Let me just throw Torture 2 in here. Because I don't want mobbies. Let's see, H, how are we doing? Okay. If I know I have the space up top, I guess I'll get these out later. Why not? We'll clean up later. So now I get to seal this all in. From the inside, of course. Oh, actually I don't need that. Silly me. Only from where the body meets it, because I don't care the part where the body's hollow. Like touching it, but hollow. We do need to find the back corner of the shoulder. And it's come straight up. Maybe one more. I can kind of meet. Back out flying. Well, there's my abounding box. H. Let's take that out. Okay. Looking at these pictures of the traders or villagers of any sort, and they just don't look right. Yeah, so he's got a bit of a corner on his shoulder, it's just the back. The other part is, on the wiki, his shoulders are actually quite a bit lower. Ah, thank you, Stormy. Oh, whoops, I can't eat from flying. So a lot of people actually have more shoulder and neck available than we did. I only gave him a 1 block cut space for it, but it should have been more than that. Because the heads are really flat, right? That's gonna work, I think. Let's go up, up, up. See, is this the same height? Yeah, it is. So let's take one more on that one. I think that'll get us what we need. And it probably should have been 1 block forward. A lot of these have just like a little corner of the villager's shoulder sticking off, which means I did that wrong, but that's okay. We'll sort this one. Go up this side. 1, 2, and 1 more, and take this side down. He's very blue. Ba-ba-dee ba-ba-da. I'm blue. Da-ba-dee da-ba-da. Da-ba-dee da-ba-da. Da-ba-dee da-ba-da. Now I've got it stuck in my head. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay, so this is going to get filled in. For sure and for certain. Oops, that doesn't need to be. Doesn't need to be filled in, it just needs to be so the other side of the body doesn't see it. Oh, not that one either. And you don't need this one. This, well, I might need that one. It's the inside of the arm, right? There, okay. Oh, I will need this one because that's the villager's back. Right? Yes, it's his back. Okay. That was it's always always a challenge to try and figure out where things go. Where do they go? Okay, so go back in here. I keep thinking I'm in the creative flight, like I actually have to fly back to me to actually do something, but I don't. Okay, this one. Figured 1, 2, 3, 4, and we went 5, 6, right? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, no, I got it wrong again. I'm looking at a Minecraft wiki picture. And the Minecraft wiki picture... Yeah, maybe that's better. Okay, let's take... Image as... Yeah, web page. Okay, let's try this one. Open a new tab. No, I don't want that. It takes you to the trader page, the wiki page, which is not quite what I was hoping for. Okay, this. Open image in new tab, please. Thank you. I'm going to change up the one that we are using for reference picture there, and you'll see what I've been staring at for this whole time, because that's not going to help what we've got right now. References. Trader. Properties. Paste. This one. Okay, yes, I know. Okay, and then you guys need to see more of this. Let's do that one. That's what we're looking at now. And oops, I'll chop them off a little bit higher. We're down to the elbows. There we go. All right. Hey, Minx. Good to see you come in. Good to see you come in. Very, very pleased. Okay, so what I'm working on, for those of you that, a quick refresher, you can see I'm looking at an angled picture, and I'm standing on a corner, so I have to try and figure out how to make this look. Yeah, okay, I do need to go right to the back then. We'll just lose the corner. I'm okay with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa. 1, 2. Oh, he's deeper than I thought. Okay. Or lack of a better term, he's thicker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh? His head's 8 across, but his body's 7 deep, and yet his head hangs over in both front and back. How does that compute? I'm not going to argue it. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. So he's 7 plus the head. So we're actually going to fake this out and have his nose hang out in the front and use the extra hangover block in the back. For those of you not familiar with this, yes, but everybody in this community should know who Old Man Beardy is, who loves to wander around with a wandering trader head on. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm making a very large Old Man Beardy on the Java server, which is going to be telling us very sus fortunes. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to go wider on this side. This will be 5. Come on. That's 5, and then I can go 2 more on the front. 6, 7. Okay, F4, let's back this out. Yay! Okay. Simple enough now that I can actually have a nap without feeling guilty about it. Mink says, I caught a Beardy at my base in a tree. Sorry, let me try that again. I caught Beardy at my base in tree on a donkey a while back. In a tree on a donkey? That's a different one. I'm not sure what he'd be doing in a tree on a donkey. Oh, come on. And of course, this matches my marker, which I'd been ignoring earlier. See? Happy little marker. So this marker here is going to end up back. Oops. Well, that'll work. Back there.
Hello?
Hello, Minneapolis Mel. Yep, it was hilarious. All right. Sounds like he's more sus than I had expected. Okay, so I don't need this one. This one, saving supplies. I think that's about it. Oh, maybe one more up top. I'm being cheap on my supplies here just because I can, I guess, maybe? That's about right. Huh? Backwards? Wow. One of the things you never think about is what does the inside of a trader look like? Here's my answer. And I know you can see from the picture that we have some serious texturing problems, but we'll get there. Alright. And we decided I can now count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 4, because we're going 4 wide, even though in the picture you can sort of see that the 4th pixel is actually eaten by the jacket. Sort of like it's 3.5 because they overlap the pieces. But 4x4 works for us. So, for our purposes, this is actually great. As silly as that sounds. Okay, and he is how wide? I'm going to count his arms. So the next one, of course this has to be the wrong color. Let's go with the gold. We know we've got a gold run. And this one at the top of the 4. 1, 2, 3. This one's got to be orange. Do I have orange with me? I don't think so. Okay, we're just gonna stick with all the reds for now. Ow! Bugger! Oh crap. Well. You think so? Oh, really? Dude, don't you have manners? Let me just think for a second, you crazy fools. Well, that was, less than ideal. Less than ideal. You did that yesterday with scaffolding? Did what yesterday with scaffolding? Okay, I see that guy. Of course, I'm high enough up, he's not going to show on the map. How badly did... 1, 2... Oh, I got 1... I was too full of stuff. Okay. Honestly, I think... You know, I may have actually only lost the dirt, which is mildly amusing. Okay. Now that on the bright side, though, it looks like stupid idiot, pillager, that is, not me, had fallen over the ledge trying to follow me. Yeah, I think so. Let's see, let's get all cheaty on here. Cave mode, top Y. Where are we? We're at 1... Where are we standing? We are standing roughly 128, so let's drop this down. So about 120, 117, 105. Nope, I do not. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, never mind, that's too cheaty. I was under an impression that I could do things a little differently, but yeah. Okay, so let's hope I've got some gap in this one. Let's drop some of that dirt. Don't need the bones anymore. I'll need the cherry logs. Nobody asked you, troublemaker. Uh-oh, he's not down there. But he's still around. Well, that's not good. Nope, I don't see him, so... Oh well, let's go get the shulker. And fill in some of this mess. The shulker down there, down. 2, 3. Oh, yep, I lost one of the glass ones, I think. Yes. Oh no, that's glass. Weirdly, actually, I think I only had the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I only had the 5. Thank you very much for catching that one. Oh, well, second time. Now, let me see. Do I think I need an extra eat? Probably. Okay. This one? I think we're okay. I'm pretty sure it's the only one I brought with redstone in it. Most of it was glass, and then I was going to tint it. Yeah, that was a nice little creeper hole. Our second, actually. Our second of creeper holes. So 45 minutes before the end of my first stint, we have a record 2 creeper holes so far that we've had. Which says that I'm not paying a whole lot of attention, but that's okay. Sometimes I hear the creepers coming, and sometimes I don't. You know, you can't win them all the time. It was basically the uninvited excavation assistance. Here comes my stereotypical. That's a bit of an annoyance. These were not the blocks I picked up, but hey, it will do. 3, 4. I only missed that. That's not too bad. Now let's see. I've got glass, glass, redstone and glass. I don't even know why I brought the stone. Let's just put that one away. Stone. Oh, it was plates and things. Okay. And then some of the wool stuffs. And the other wool stuffs and things. And okay. I think I actually have all of it, which is nice. That would have been a real pain. Just not unmanageable, just a bit of an annoyance. Okay. That one. Sure. And we put another one over here, just because. Alright. So I think we've got everybody. Let's put the heads away. I don't even know why I'm carrying through random chicken, but I am, so yeah. I think it was 3 chicken I was supposed to drop off at the 3 chicken stand, I just didn't remember. Alright, so that, we're down to 20 scaffolding. I'm pretty sure we probably lost a few of those. I'm just going to be a little bit more gentle when I'm going up the top. We got lucky. What's going on? The neighborhood is getting sus. It's wandering away there, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Alright. Ha! We've got one left. That's funny. Oh. I was gonna say, oh, yeah, okay. I did lose a good amount of the... That's okay, we'll chop trees later. Alright, so we were looking at how wide is this? So we've got ourselves a gold row coming up and a red row coming up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. And I went there. That's what this whole thing was. I went down to get the orange. Okay. See? Orange is problematic and sus. It causes all kinds of challenges. Alright. Like this. Oh, no. Yes. And then the red. Then I've got hands. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one comes out another one. I'm going to need some other terracotta colors, I think. Some pink and some brown. I'll probably need a lot more of that, so it's worth buying a stack. So, just for now, just so we can keep building. So there'll be a brown... Oops, sorry. A brown one here. I'm looking at the one in the little picture in the corner. Right under the Robot Love song, which is a bit strange. And my death count needs to move, but that's neither here or there. Let's see. Live? I didn't actually have to change the death count. Woohoo! Death counter Java. You need to move. We'll just put you... Go down here. I know that's going to collide with my timer, but that's okay. Cancel. Yeah, that'll probably work. Alright. It's raining inside a trader. My build is a mess. Right. There's 2 tones of brown in this build, but unfortunately, terracotta doesn't come in that style. But concrete's too dark. Okay, so then we go another one. Okay, and then filler, that's pink, brown, brown, pink. And then this one will be a brown. And then a flesh tone. Then we got this row. Alright, now we're back into the reds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then yellow. 1, 2, 3, orange. Oops. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, and then it should be blue. So I'm going to take a look at this after we get the arm on. We've got only 4 blocks left, which is exactly what we need. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. That's all we've got for space. Now I need to figure out how to diagonalize inwards. This one will line up there. Alright, which means I have to jump and close this all the way off. That will be potentially seen from here, I think. This one? Dirt. I'm gonna think about how I want to do this one. Yeah, that arm would be solid there, but then let's finish the outside of this one. When all else fails, figure that part out later. Okay, in behind this measurement row, we've got 4, I think. But does anybody see from this corner what this is? Yep, they will. Through the wall. It's this one. The outside won't be there. That's actually not horrible, actually. It's a basic start. Okay, so we have to make it... Let's just walk it correct this way. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So on this side then... Oops, how'd I do that? Did it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. And 1 back from the start. Then this is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then fly around the outside the other way. At 6, we start stair-stepping up. Alright. On what, though? How did I do this the first time? On itself. Alright, okay. But I chopped out Right. I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up. So this one actually isn't going to be here. Doesn't really matter, I'll get rid of these later. Okay, so we need to go this and that. Gone and Spawn, Neighborhood is getting sus. I think I heard that before. Eco. Oops, we're still doing 6 albums released in the 1980s. Well, in the meantime, let's see who can be our new hill champ. Exclamation point join to be the new champion of the hill. And for those of you that are into starting your dinner before the top of the hour, we are about 35 minutes from there. Or finishing your dinner before the top of the hour, that too. Nope, no, I went too far. This one. Wiggledy, wiggledy, wiggledy should be... Here's the last one. Okay. That. Right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need a solid up, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Here's a good example of the taxi math. We're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, okay. So I wanted the sleeve to be 4 units wide, right? And I'm going from the diagonal, so I'm going to start from here. Okay. Actually, I'll start from this one, just below, so it's easier. So we've got, there's 1. Then we go, this one's 2. Right? 1, 2. Oh, 3. And then 1 more. 4. Right? That's our diagonal. If that was where we were starting from, but anyways. So from there, kind of 1, 2, 3, 4 on the taxi math. On the straight line math, pardon me. Bird flies, whatever you call it. But that one over there is actually, so starting the same 1. So you've got 1, so roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up from that row, however many, the 3 or 4 the other way. And that is frustrating because when you do trying to do triangles or angles that way, it doesn't always work out nicely. Right? Right. Okay, so that one. Did I want to do it this way? Straight out? Okay. I forgot how I did this at the end. On the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. So this corner is actually our 4, our first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it steps back down, going that way. Which, of course, is going to be fun and a half trying to sort out. So I'm just going to jump down here instead and just fill in our gaps. Close enough? Oh, this guy brought a... Okay, that's not ideal. Maybe if I ignore them, they'll leave me be. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't. There we go. So we got our angle going up that way. And 1 more. How is that not matching? What the? What did I do wrong? Is this one wrong? Nope, that's the right height. 1, 2, 3, that's the right height. Oh, my upper shoulder didn't go up high enough. Okay. Nope, that still doesn't help. How did the max height end up a block ahead? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, I see what I did wrong. But that's easy peasy. Missed this one. There we go. There, now we have a smooth one. Alright, and then this one didn't look right because I missed that block. Okay, we got her going. We got her going. In blue, at least. As we talked about before in different streams, Dell know texture well. So Dell may actually hire texturers. You know? And on today's stream, Anatomy of a Traitor. You're making me laugh, but it does keep my attention. So we don't know about literatures written before the year 1800, unless you want to talk about scripts for plays. So one could argue that, all Shakespeare was written before 1800. That said, I mean, we have, we've talked a few of these before, but we've got, like Homer wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey. And Euclid wrote, not Euclid, what's his name? Oh well, anyways. There's others that wrote other things. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, of course. That's the whole point of the question. Okay. And then this one needs to go here. And can I please 1, 2, 3, 4 there. That one. Okay. Plato's Republic, the Iliad, History of the Pony. Fantastic Sherlock Fox has answered this question once or twice before, you think? Okay, so now I have to figure out what I did with the bed because it's now under a ledge that I would suffocate in my own wool. That just sounds odd, but yeah. Do I have... There we go. Put the bed on the outside now. Okay, we'll skip that one. Geek out. Choice. Geek out again. Another choice. Jeepers, rigged. There we go. 4 TV shows with a dragon. That's TV shows, not movies. Just so we're clear. Because there's plenty of, never-ending story stuff and so on. And... go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello there.
And hello there, Benson. How are you doing today? And is this the last one? Yep, that's the front line. Top of the arm. Alright, so now I get to figure out how to hide the majority of the rest of the arm. We don't really need all of this, but what I'm going to do, I think, use this dirty dirt to just start wrapping the angles back until we end up with, oops, not that, I want gold. Wrapping the angles back until we get to meeting up with this tower. This one. Is all we need, like that. Okay. This one. There we go. Alright, so now I can wrap all the way back. At this point. 2 blocks down? Sorry, let me correct that. I'm going to do the same on this side, I believe. It's just not working to use my brain for some reason. That part seems broken. There. Alright. It's a bit disturbing because I thought this was the back of... Huh. No, there's going to be anybody in here, so I can leave that part alone. Guess I don't need these two. This, this, and that. Oops, I do need the bottom one. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. This one. Yeah, okay. And then all the way back to this side. Starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need that. Perfect. Okay. Let's fill in. Stairs of the lovely inside. Right? Right. Why don't I need those two? Oh, I've got holes on both sides. Right, this is the inside. Okay, never mind. It's like, where do the inside and the outside meet? No, but it's not. I'm underneath the thing. Benson has... You went to car show today. Awesome. Aftermarket. Okay, seeing this build... Fantastic Boxes. Box? Fantastic Sherlock Fox says, seeing this build makes me realize the Wandering Trader and IKEA have the same color scheme. So does my kids' elementary school. Let's see. Getting some dinner. Gotta lurk. See you later. Thanks, Mama Bear. I appreciate it. I really do. Same idea, too. Stuff you don't really need that you don't really use. Oh, Stormy tells it like it is. For sure. Yep. Oops. Or sometimes it's things you do need and use, but for oddly cheap prices. And it's not necessarily, yeah. If you don't want to pay somebody to have assembled it for you, then you get IKEA. I'm actually out of blue. What the heck? That never happens. Or that somehow looks weird. But it does and it doesn't all at the same time. I think the arm is too long. But yet, pixel-wise, it seems to work. Let's see. What have we got diagonally? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In the arm length, I have more than 8. I clearly have more than 8. Which means I've done this part too low in the center. So 1. They've got them diagonal, though, so it's always a tough one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, that's not a bad thing, though. I have to redo part of this, but not badly so. Because then we have a little bit of an angle down the front that people can actually see, and the elbows aren't actually in the surface. But considering I didn't know, that's actually not a bad guess. Okay, I need to figure out from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so wrong here, here. That'll be out. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this bit all the way along is incorrect. Which means all the coloring down the center is incorrect. That's okay. I can handle that, I think. Don't need wood, so let's take that out. This and that. This and that. And then here. think I'm going to like it better with the change, so I think it's worth doing. And then we definitely will get to the head. If we don't get to the head today, we will definitely get to the head tomorrow. That gives me a chance to check in with Swanky as well and see what his miraculously wonderful idea is, however that goes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 is where it stops. So 1, 2, 3 is where it stops, which means I don't need this one and that one. Right? 1, 2, 3 from this spot. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And that means I don't need that one. All right. 2, 3. Oh, right. I forgot it makes this part wrong, too. I was trying to figure out what was going on there. It looked really odd, and now I know why. This one and that one. And these 2 or 3. 2 or 3. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's get back up the front. Ah! Up. Up. Oh man. You mean I can't? Villain. On the other hand, I won't suffocate myself now, sleeping on the bed. That's handy. That's handy. Right, I can sleep right there. Means I can take this one. Let's run up the inside. This one, this one. Oh, nope, can't. Can't quite. It would have been nice, but nope. Or as they say in Harry Potter, nope, nope, nearly, but nope. 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's hard to tell in that picture from the angle if it's gold or not at the bottom. For our purposes, I don't care. Okay, and I'll take this one. 1, 2, 3. 4. There we go. Happy joy. Maybe. Not Ren and Stimpy style. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't go all the way along. Oh, and I can't take that out either. Fiddle faddle. That's better. That looks about right. Yeah, and then this lines up with the bit. It's going to be the chest that goes straight across. Okay, I'm happy enough. Happy enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get the backside in a bit. This. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, this one comes out. These two are wrong, but that's okay. It's at the bottom. Got another skin tone. Brown. Skin tone red. Okay. Then this would be pink. And this one's wrong. 1, 2, and 1, 2. And 1 without this one. Got the dirt there. We got tone here, here, and here. And then we've got the reds. Red. This should be yellow. Yellow, yellow. Orange. Excellent. Okay. So far, so good. Alright, so it's coming along slowly. I've only had to rebuild part of it once, which is good. That's an improvement compared to most of my builds lately. I don't know why, but most of them lately I've been doing an awful lot of build, and rebuild. Like tear it apart and rebuild. Okay, it's gonna bug me. Let's see what have I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's from the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Uh-oh. Yep. Okay, so we have 8. This is the neckline. And the head comes right into it. Yeah, okay, well, sure. We'll go with it. Just see how it works out. Okay, blue. You go in there. Blue. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Do I need this blue? I can't remember. Yes, I do. Blue. Get it from behind. Oh, I may not need that blue. Actually, no. I was seeing this scaffoldy stuff, so okay. But I don't need to go up the backside with this because it's gonna be blue from the chest zone. Right, right. This one. Perfect. Okay. Two, three. Huh, okay. Let's drop down and see if I've got any more. Ow! Yes, I do. And a lot of more crashing, apparently. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Crashing and burning, that's okay. So we're about 15 minutes out. Red. Red, red. Red. What do they do there? Oh, right, that's that one weird spot where it's not quite symmetrical. Okay. Well, we're gonna fake it. Fake it till I make it. Okay, this one. Let's put dirt in here. Huh. Yeah, for me it's a 6 p.m. stop tonight because Stormy and I decided to split. So I started early and I'm running 3 hours. And that allows her to start early as well and do 3 hours rather than either of us doing a 2 hour and then a 4 hour, or vice versa. 3, right? Yes, 1, 2, 3. And then this one, we cream on this end, times 2. Dirt, I think. Is it that way? Nope, it's not. I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm going to need to figure out the middle anyways, but I also need a way to get in and out of here, so I'm going to leave these ones out for now. And just finish up the red. There. Now I can get in and out. and we can just move on with the rest of the project. Now we need some blue. Plenty of blue, actually. Let's go in by one. This will be blue, and then I've got to go up here to finish that hole. Nobody can see that. And then we need to square off. Now, does anybody remember, before I take a look too far, what the back looks like? In plenty of Wandering Trader Minecraft skins, so I think I like... Yeah. Open image and new tab. Sure. For kicks. Copy image address. Let's get the references all messed up again. Properties. Gonna need the head back, but that's okay. I'll leave it for now. Paste a new one. And because that's zoomed in so much further, I can actually crop this even smaller. And then just pull the whole thing larger. If that makes any weird sense. Snap it in the corner, and then just go boop. Right. That'll do. Alright. So where we're at then... Food! No, okay. Where we're at then is... It looks like from the top edge, we've got a bunch of gold. So we've got probably an orange, and a series of yellows, and a green strip. Oh, I didn't think about the green. Okay. Okay, and then we've got 2 tones of red. Or not red, sorry, 2 tones of blue, which is not working at the moment. But we'll get there. So, right on this corner, I should actually be taking this one down here. And we'll go with... phooey. That one. We'll do it that way. And then we'll go with the gold there. Blue here for now. Right here. This one. 1, 2. And we've got, should be 4 across the middle, I think. 2, 3, and 4. This one should be orange. Orange, yellow. Right, and then where I'm standing should actually be green. Otherwise, the rest of it looks to be blue. Now I know we need, once again, we need the 2 tones. I've gone all dark, so we need to figure out how to do that at some point. But because I'm sticking, one of the reasons I'm sticking with the wool in here is not just because it's an easy resource to get, but, oh, whoops. Not just that it's an easy resource to get, but that also with the wool, it sort of works lore-wise in that if you were seeing fabric up close, you'd rather see the stitches like this than ultra smooth. Not rather, but it's more likely that you would. Even in a lot of these quick wick t-shirts these days, if you take a look, like literally hold it up close, you'll see it's a machine knitted fabric to begin with. Come on. It's a machine knitted fabric, which means then that you're always going to see the stitches. Okay. Down we go and just build up for now. Now there may be some waistline stuff to do. Where the arms come down. It's hard to tell. I'm just looking at my other picture, just... Yeah, it, Luckily, for my sake, we don't actually have waistline pouches. Because by the time you get the arms out in front, doing their tip thing, the end, the sort of inside of that diamond corner, right at our surface, is actually, we're quite literally right at the top edge of where the belt is, so we may have a little bit of brown pouch to stick up. But if you're stuck in a machine, you're not going to have a pouch but money for anything. So we could probably easily get away with just skipping that bit altogether. So that means we just got blue over here and all the way up. As I said, I'm doing it this way we lose some texture, unless one considers that there's texture in the block, in which case you're gaining texture, lighter, darker kind of thing. We just don't have the palette. I mean, if 16 colors of wool, you're not going to get great ones for all of these. Now, that was a choice for fabric lore reasons. That doesn't necessarily mean that it would make sense if I was to be doing a statue for just statue purposes. In that case, I probably would use mixed other blocks, like probably some concretes, maybe a bit of terracotta. I'm not super sold on that because some of the blues come out looking kind of washed out and muddy. Blend. Do it this way. There we go. Alright. So, then, for practical purposes. Now I need the front of the unit, the front of the guy, which is more greens and browns, which I did not bring, but I can probably do the gold line, which would be along the bottom of the helmet, the hood, anyways. Okay, so let's first sleep this off, or we're gonna have more creepers joining us. We could. I'm just not sure how well the lapis would go with the wool. I don't have any on me at the moment to test, but I can probably bring some in. That's not a problem. I mean, I'm sure there's a shop around here I could probably borrow one from, test it, and then if I like it, pay for it. You know? Test drive it. Right? Test drive the stuff. Right, the fact that I walked under that confused me for a second there. It shouldn't have, but I've been talking a lot lately about scaffolding and using scaffolding, and just the way I happened to hit over the dirt and over dig, it just managed to disappear scaffolding-esque. Okay, so we've got one round of. I've been using orange for like the dark gold, so I'm probably going to do the dark gold all the way down. I think. Let me just double check that. Yeah, this is the orange for the dark gold. So, sorry, Zerk. Orange all the way down it is. So these top two. This one, and then down here. Blue! Blue? Blue what? Blue works. I'm building with a lot of blue, but I'm not quite sure what you were getting at, Benson. Sorry. That's interesting. Come on, drop. Oh, I see. Sorry. Thank you for catching that, Sherlock Fox. I didn't see that there was a choice one that came up. The choice one seems to be really rigged, because it's supposed to be a 1 in 6 chance that we get that, but I swear we get it more often. At least it seems like it. There we go. Alright, so this is the front of that. I need greens and browns, which I did not bring, but we can go on to the head, so that's probably our best bet. Actually, it's almost the top of the hour. Let's see. Just want to double check to make sure I haven't. Okay, so we have people looking, who will be looking for us fairly shortly. However, one of the things I realized is it's 2 or 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Stormy just went live. Yeah, funny you should say that. I don't see her yet in Discord, but that's okay. I believe it. I will be hanging out for the Stormy stream as well. In the meantime, my question would be, given what we've been using and what we've been doing, what do you guys think would be the best piece for putting in the box? I would consider putting a trader head, but I think I'm going to save that for tomorrow because we're going to be getting onto the head itself tomorrow. So, So rather than putting a trader head tonight, what sort of suggestions would you guys think that we should put in there? Because I kind of wished I had a creeper head, because they were like the most annoying pain in the tootskies. But I don't have a creeper head? Yeah. We haven't used glass yet. So probably some piece of blue wool maybe, because that's what we did the most of. Yeah. Hee. Day 1 and day 2. Part 1 is Trey and part 2 is Dar. Ooh, a lead. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Oh, that's in the emergency box, I think. Yep, I have leads in the emergency box. We're good. Leading into day 2. Ooh, I like that. Okay, does anybody know if we have an anvil around here? That's the other question. Wait a minute, do I have a spare anvil in my emergency box too? Let's see. Probably not. Let's drop that for now. Nope, no anvils. I have an anvil in the toolbox, maybe. Nope, no anvils there. Okay. Mental note, bring anvils. Okay, let's open this. Let's move the axe, because I haven't needed that for a bit. I certainly don't need the hoe. I don't even know why I have it. Let's move that around. Okay. I believe we have an anvil kicking around in the post office. Yeah, if it wasn't a family-friendly stream, or at least not trying to be nice in the stream, I might have named the lead, like, you know, Creeper Noose or something, but I'm a little nicer than that. I don't think we'll call it that. Nope. Put it up the back. Aha, and did I bring a sign? No, not at all. It's a sign of the times. What's orange? Okay. Let's see, here's the other ones, but we didn't name this one. And that's the thing, I just haven't gotten to... Not just me, anybody, we just haven't gotten around to figuring out which one's which. I'm going to move the stream box here just because then it's sort of in proximity with these ones. But I'm going to stick this... Or we'll stick this to the wall. Sure. I'm going to stick it over there. And I do have a sign. And if you don't like what it says, feel free to edit. Because I just realized I forgot to read what the other one said. Stream weekend. So stream weekend, July 22nd, 23rd. Okay, can do. I love this rewritable. Stream weekend. Weekend. July 20. 22nd and 23rd. 2023. Does that look? Yeah, that looks okay. 2023 is on that line, which is on 1. March Madness. Got an idea? Can I make this go on a new line here? Nope, I can't. Okay. Let's try this again. So 2023. July 22 and 23. I still can't spell. There we go. Okay, so I was going to name this thing. Could have sworn there was an anvil around here. There might have been somebody like me that broke it. Yep, I think it must have been me that brought one and must have been me that broke it. Lovely! There's 4 iron there. Do I have any of those in the emergency box? No. Well then. We don't have to run away for sure. It's just past the hour. There she is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is talk to Stormy, hand you guys off, and we will have ourselves add a lead. leading into day 2, or maybe some wandering. Ah, the llama leader. There you go. All right, so let me just bring back our fine Stormy friend and see if we can get that going. Okay, so my mic, there we go.
Hello. Well, they can hear you on my side. Oh no. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I'm standing here staring at a giant castle. All right.
As you heard, we're going to send you over there. I'm a little bit pokey, didn't realize it was past the top of the hour, but we'll send you over to Stormy so she can continue all the fun, and I will see you tomorrow. So do enjoy the stream weekend, see as many as you can, and if not, I'm sure there'll be lots of stories to tell so everybody can share what they've been up to. We'll see you on the flip side. Let's get this raid rolling. Oh, it didn't like it. Okay, well, let's just manually raid then. Why not? Why not? Huge, stormy owl. Oh, perfect. There we go. Start.
Mischief managed.
Thank you, everybody that came in. Say hi to Stormy, and I will join you on the flip side.